besties, welcome or welcome back. Today we're doing something genuinely so exciting for me. I don't know how exciting it's gonna be for you because we're going book shopping. I don't know why I make things so much more complicated than they need to be because like it's really not that difficult. We're going book shopping. I want to hit up two specific bookstores. I definitely want to hit up Half Price Books, and then because Half Price Books and Barnes & Noble are super close, I also want to hit up Barnes & Noble too. I'm hoping that it's not going to be too crazy in there because it's December 19th and obviously like stores get crazy around the holidays, so I don't know. And then we'll also do like a book haul and I'll talk about the books that I got at the very end. We're just gonna go book shopping. It's gonna be a fun little day. I really wish, you know what, we might actually do some reading while we're there too. I need to read a book. I want to read a book. I don't know what book I want to read though. We're gonna read A Curse for True Love by, what's her name, Stephanie Garber, because I desperately need to finish that series because we've talked about it before. I loved Carval. I loved the first two books and the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. Now it's time for me to finish the third book. I don't know where I put it though. Oh, I think it's out there on my coffee table. Hi guys. Okay, so we have left Barnes. That was a literal like madhouse in there and my social anxiety could never, so we quickly left. I did take a few clips of me looking at books. I'll do the full like haul after I'm like done book shopping completely. We might after this. I don't want to go by Target because it's just gonna be so crazy there too. Like I fully need my husband if I'm going to be going to stores that I know are going to be crazy because he keeps me in line. Like he just keeps me focused on the task. Otherwise I just get so frazzled. Instead, we're gonna go by Half Price Books. It really does not look busy at all, which I'm so thankful for, so we can actually like browse and look for some books. I did get two books from Barnes. We might go to Books A Million just to kind of check out their like sale section because they usually have a really good sale section. And one of the girls one time whenever I was going in there, she said it's like really good during the holidays. So we're gonna go by there probably and check that out and see if that's not too bad. I know the mall's gonna be crazy. Let's go to Half Price Books and see if we can find some good books before everybody gets out of school because we're at 2 o'clock, so we're running against the clock for all the teenagers getting out of school. They scare me. I figured we could turn this into an ultimate like book video because these were going around quite a bit last year and I just never partook in them. I have a couple of things that I would like to do tonight. I have a journal that I would really like to start because I came across a journal that my grandmother had gotten for me. I feel like I was just waiting for the right time to use it. And also we're gonna obviously do the book haul, and then I want to do some reading tonight. Like I said, I told y'all earlier, I'm in the middle of a love and I really want to finish it, so I think we're gonna turn this into a like reading vlog as well. But let's go through all the books that I got at the bookstore. So I ended up going to Barnes and to Half Price Books, and I ended up finding a good number of books that weren't like crazy expensive. I did want to also go to Books A Million and possibly Target. However, going to those two stores literally took it out of me. It took my, what's the word that I'm looking for, social battery out of me. There was just so many people everywhere, and like it makes sense. It's the time of year, honestly, that was just like, I bit off more than I could chew, to say the least. But anyways, I did get a good number of books, and I'm excited about the books that I got. The first one that I got was from Barnes, and I got The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. You might be asking, Jolie, don't you already have like 50 million copies of this book sitting in this room right now? Absolutely, 100% I do, but I don't have the revised paperback edition. As y'all know, I like to listen to the audiobook and read the physical book, but I hate annotating hardcover copies, and the only copy that I had of this book was a hardcover version. So I wanted to get a paperback version so I could go and annotate the crap out of this book. Then also from Barnes, I got Alice Feeney's His and Hers. I've been wanting to read more of Alice Feeney's books because she was one of my favorite thriller authors that came out of 2024. I'm really excited to get into this. I'm scared though. Like, I don't know a ton about this book. I didn't really care to know a ton about it. I know I'm gonna probably most likely end up enjoying it, so I grabbed it. Then I went to Half Price Books and I picked up The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. And if you're also again saying to yourself, Jolie, don't you already have a copy of this book? I have the hardcover copy, which I can't annotate. It's something up here. So I grabbed the paperback of it so I could annotate it. I was actually, whenever I went to Half Price Books, I was really hoping that they would have a copy of The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, because the last time I went to Half Price Books, like a couple of days ago, it was there and I really wanted to get it, but I didn't grab it whenever we went. And I went back today and I looked for it and I could not find it. Somebody had grabbed it. So very, very sad for me. But then I ended up getting another fantasy book, which was Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. I also just picked up his Empire of the Vampire book. And this is like about assassins. From what I like read of the back, a girl goes into this like thing of assassin and she ends up getting taught how to be an assassin in order to get revenge for something. I don't know, it sounded really dope, and I've always seen this book around, but like I've never picked it up before, so I'm hoping that I end up really enjoying it. And then I also got The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. This was actually a book that I had gotten, or that I read in my younger, like high school-ish years, and I remember loving it, and I don't know where my copy went, and so when I saw it, and I saw that it was there for literally $4, I was like, yeah, you're coming home with me, and I will absolutely be rereading it when I need something that's just like quick but is going to give me those like nostalgia feelings. The only thing that I remember about this book is that it's set over like 24 hours and they meet on a flight. That's all that I remember, so I will be rereading this very soon. I wish I had the original copy because I know that this is absolutely not the original like cover, and I'm not loving this cover, but I'm loving what's inside. That's all that matters. That's not all that matters, actually. A cover does matter. Okay, then I also really would like to start my journal. Okay, so here's the thing, right? We're getting into the new year, and with that, like, obviously new habits are starting, and you want to get rid of old habits, and just like, now's the time to like organize your life, or to start planning the organization that's going to take effect, or hopefully take effect, January 1st, right? One of the things that I've always wanted to do was to start a reading journal, but my issue, well, I've always wanted to start two journals. I've wanted to start a reading journal and I've wanted to start just like a normal life journal. And my issue is that I'm not creative enough to do like a full like reading journal like a lot of people do, and they're so pretty, they're so cute, I love them so much. I would love to do something like that, but I just don't like doing full-on reading journals. So what I think I want to do instead is I think I want to take this journal. This is a journal that my grandmother had bought me a while ago. It's like this super nice leather-bound journal. It's so beautiful. Focus. So beautiful, and there's just like so many pages in it, so I think I want to turn this into just like my daily whatever journal. This is going to be like a catch-all journal, right? So I could put in journal entries of things that happened to me, book reviews for books that I really like, just general thoughts and stuff that I want to write. I am also a writer, like I love to write, so story ideas, literally anything and everything is going to go into this journal, and I feel like that would be a lot easier for my brain to like grasp onto, understand, and be able to actually actually execute. So I think that this is kind of what we're going to start. I've been craving just writing down or sitting down and writing for a couple of days now. So I think this is going to be something that we do tonight, and I'll kind of just like take y'all through what I wrote down and stuff like that. I kind of want to start the journal with just like some reflections on 2024, things that have happened, and kind of like share that with y'all, I guess, because a lot of life things happened in 2024. I just kind of want to take y'all through that, kind of give y'all like a rundown of everything that happened, and we'll just like kind of sit and chat and whatever. And then also like I said, I want to sit and read A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber. So this is kind of gonna be what we do for the rest of the night. We're just gonna sit and hang out, and yeah, so grab your journal, grab a book, grab a drink, and let the cozy activities begin. This is like all over the place, I'm so sorry, but like I feel like I really just needed a reset day because Bookmas has been like insane. To be able to just like sit, read, write, and kind of let my brain reset is gonna be really nice. Hi guys. Okay, so it is the next day. Actually, I'm gonna open this window. Is that better? I don't know. I feel like that didn't really make a difference. It's the next day now, and I almost had a mentee bee last night. So I didn't end up like talking to y'all about what I journaled, and we'll go over that in a second. But I did also want to go through like a little another haul with you guys, because I just got my book of the month books in, and I know this looks like a lot, okay? I had a couple of credits. I placed my order with book of the month like every 2 or 3 months, and in between that time I forget that like I'm paying for the subscription. So whenever I remember and I actually go to order my books, I have like 6 credits saved up. So I usually end up getting like 5 books every couple of months because I can only order 5 at one time. So we're gonna go over all the books that I got. I'm really excited for a couple of these, and some of them I had not heard before, but like I just wanted to try something new. The first one was What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. This is one of the ones that I genuinely like I had never seen before. I have no clue what's going on with it. I have no idea what this book is about. Obviously it's a thriller, and I was looking for kind of like a woodsy thriller almost for this January, because I can feel myself being pulled into my thriller era again. I'm starting to want to read more of those books, so I'm excited to get into this one at some point. So we'll see how I feel about that. Then I also got The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year by Allie Carter, and I'm actually not a new reader to Allie Carter. She wrote, I can't remember what those books are called, but she wrote some books that I read back when I was in high school, I believe was when I read them. So I've read some of her books before, but I have been seeing this book everywhere, and I really want to know what it's about. Someone said that it was kind of like Knives Out, and that's really all that I need to know. And I also just watched Destiny Sidwell's one of her vlogs, like one of her newest vlogs, and she was talking about this book too. So obviously that makes me want to read it even more. So we're gonna pick that up. This is the one that I'm probably the most excited about, because it's not even supposed to come out right now. I think it's supposed to come out in January, but it's Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. If you don't know, or if you have not seen me before, hello, hi. Alice Feeney is one of my favorite thriller authors. I read Rock, Paper, Scissors by her, and I absolutely loved that book. This is her newest release. I don't know what it's about, but I know it's a thriller, and it's giving spooky. Listen, it's giving kind of creepy, and I'm super excited about it. This was on my 2025 most anticipated releases, so the fact that I have it in my hands right now as it is 2024, all of the money that I've put into book of the month is quite literally been paid off with getting this book early. This is not sponsored, by the way. They don't sponsor my YouTube videos, so this has literally, I'm not getting paid for this. This is just what I picked out this month, okay? And then I also got Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Hopefully I am. I don't know. But I was hearing a ton about this book in September, over the summer sometime, and I don't know what it's about. I just was hearing people say how great it was, and that's all that I need in order for me to want to pick it up. So, oh, Oh, interesting. I just read like the first couple of sentences. Then I also got The Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Leong. Again, no idea. I think it's like a fantasy kind of book. I've also been seeing this quite a bit, and it seems like it's going to be more of like a cozy kind of fantasy read, so I'm excited about that. But those are all the books that I got from Book of the Month. I'm very, very excited about those because who doesn't love free books? Is it just me, or like whenever, if you guys have any book subscription boxes, first of all, tell me if y'all have any other book subscription boxes, because I am on the market for some. I want to look for some. I had like an affiliate thing with Illumicrate a while ago, and I did like their boxes, but I want something that I'm able to choose the books, because that's the thing. Like, if somebody else is choosing them for me, I really don't want any part of it, because it feels like you're telling me what to do, and why would you do that? That sounds so bad to say, but like, it's real. Like, why would you tell me what to do and then think I'm gonna do it? Listen, as soon as somebody tells me that I have to read something or I have to do something, it immediately makes me not want to do it, and I immediately put it off for as long as I can. That there is some mental health aspects to that I'm sure is being implicated there. Listen, I don't care. Truly, I don't care. But let's go into what it was that I was journaling yesterday. So I kind of wanted to I just wanted to start this journal as a reflection on what has happened this past year, and also just like kind of how like the things that I've learned about myself and how all of that is framing next year and like what I'm looking towards next year. And let me tell you, this year was insane. I got engaged and married in the same year. I moved out of my parents' house like for good on healthy terms, mostly repaired and mended a very fractured relationship with my family. Just like, I'm in a much, much better place. I've lost friends, I've gained friends. I've had a very off and on relationship with myself and how I feel and look at myself, and just like grown closer in my relationship with Christ. I've grown very distant in my relationship with Christ, and then grew way closer than the first time again. Like, there's just been so much up and down. And one of the things that I actually like ended up writing out this year was a year of change for me. I am a kind of person that is deathly afraid of change. When I say deathly afraid, I mean like I hate it with every fiber of my being. I want things to stay the same because it's comfortable. And so for so much change to happen in the span of 365 days, it's so almost like alarming looking back, because the life that I had a year ago, like I don't even recognize it now. Like, I obviously recognize it as a part of me and like a part that I live, but like it's just so not where I am right now, and it genuinely is insane. I mean, like, this is my job now. Like, that is crazy. That is 14-year-old Jolie's like dream, was to have social media and content creation and, you know, video production being her job. And so the fact that it is now is absolutely wild. And the fact that I get to talk about my favorite thing ever, which is books, and just like, I don't know, it's crazy. And it genuinely, like, first of all, it makes me insanely grateful, because this was never something that like I thought I would be able to do. And so the fact that like I'm doing it and I'm able to actually do it and provide for myself and be completely self-sufficient and not rely on anybody else is just, it's quite literally a dream of mine. So not to get too sappy here, but like, thank you guys genuinely so much. This isn't my biggest platform. Like, my biggest platform by far is on TikTok, but if you found me through TikTok and followed me over here, I just want to say a very, very huge thank you, because this wouldn't be possible, obviously, if it wasn't for you guys. But outside of that, just my life has just drastically done a big switcheroo. As much as it felt like it was happening at like neck-breaking speed, I also feel like it was in the same way happening very subtly and just very naturally. And so while I spent a good bit of this year very uncomfortable because I was doing new things, or I was testing out new things and, you know, finding strength in myself that I wasn't previously aware that I had, it was also one of the best years of my life. I mean, like I said, I got to marry my best friend, and that was insane, and we're still like coming off the high of that. Switching jobs, like, it's just so much happened, and that was pretty much what I wrote in my journal, and just like some self-reflections and things that like I learned about myself. And that was a mouthful. I'm so sorry for talking for so long, but like, yeah, I just feel like it's good now that December is coming to a close. I did want to just like kind of talk about that, because I feel like obviously now we're reflecting on the year and what's happened and what we hope to have happen in 2025. And yeah, it's just, I think like all the change in 2024 is making me really excited, because I feel like it was setting up things to happen in 2025, and whether that's true or not, you know, whatever, I'm just gonna kind of like go with the flow. But I'm just very, very grateful, and yeah, it's insane. I love you guys so much. I know I don't say that enough, but like I genuinely do. And all of y'all's like nice comments, especially like this past week and a half for Bookmas, it's been, y'all's support through this has been literally everything, because I wasn't ever sure if like, I don't know, y'all would care for that many days in a row, and so it's just crazy. Now I'm getting ready to sit down and edit. I'm probably not gonna get a chance to read anything today, and I wanted to do like a little mini reading section of this video, but I didn't get to. Oh, but you know what? We will do a reading update, because I did get farther into A Curse for True Love, and I also ended up finishing, hold on. I finished How the Grump Saved Christmas by Clara Kingsley last night, and this was a very, very cute, fun kind of read. This was a more mindless read. If you're just looking for like a cute hallmarky Christmas book with a grumpy kind of sunshine vibe to it, her family owns a Christmas village, and the Christmas village is very much in danger of being shut down, and her childhood relationship, who like it did not work out at all, he ends up coming back to town after having a really bad breakup and is trying to get her to sell it to his company so that they can turn it into a data center. And obviously she does not take to that very well, because this is her like family's legacy, and so you're just following them and having this like push and pull. It's very hallmarky vibes. Like, he left the town, he hates the town, but he like still has feelings for her, and they have to spend time together because he's trying to get her to sell, but she's obviously not. It was good. I think I'd probably rate it like a 3.5 stars. Like, I didn't give probably a 3 stars. The only reason why I'm giving it 3 is because I wasn't like over the moon about it. Like, I didn't love it so much to make it a 4 star, and it obviously did not give me that 5-star feeling. There was a little bit of spice. I would probably give it like 1 chili pepper, because there was nothing that was graphic. I think they had one scene, and then after that they just kind of like talked about it, but it wasn't like super graphic talking, if that makes sense. But very cute. It's on Kindle Unlimited, if I'm not mistaken, and the audiobook is really good. I listened to the audiobook while I was cleaning, so would recommend as a Christmas book. And then I also did get a little bit more into the Ballad of the not the Ballad and the Archer of the Fox, A Curse for True Love. I'm still loving this book. I'm deathly afraid of finishing it, because I don't want it to be over, because I know when it's over I'm going to cry, or I'm going to want to immediately restart the whole series. I do still have to get Spectacular, but I really want it to come out in paperback. I don't want to get the hardcover edition, as I'm holding the hardcover for Curse for True Love. Yeah, but as we talked about yesterday, I don't like annotating. And the thing about Stephanie Garber's writing is she just has such pretty writing. Like, it's just so lyrical and flowery and pretty. At the same time, it's still very easy to understand and like navigate. It's not like Laini Taylor, where I would say that Laini Taylor's books feel so like you have to almost kind of like decode them a little bit. This is not like that. It's pretty, but it's simple. Oh my goodness, I'm loving it so freaking much. I can't really talk about like what's going on in the book, because that would be spoilers for you guys, because this is the 3rd book. I will just say that if you have not read the Caraval series or this series, absolutely please do that. Stephanie Garber is a gem. Oh my goodness, I love her books. In my opinion, I think I still love Caraval more, which I feel like every time I talk about this series, somebody's gonna ask me if you should read Caraval first or if you should read Once Upon a Broken Heart. If you don't really care about Caraval and you're just reading Caraval in order to get to Once Upon a Broken Heart, I feel like at that point, just read Once Upon a Broken Heart. It does have like well, I wouldn't say minor. It does spoil something for the Caraval trilogy. I loved the Caraval trilogy. Like I said, I think I'm gonna end up loving it more than this one. The only reason why I'm like super gung-ho, I wouldn't say the only reason, one of the big reasons I'm super gung-ho on this trilogy is because of Jax. I love his character, and that's it. So I would read Caraval first. If you know you're planning on reading Once Upon a Broken Heart and you know you're planning on reading Caraval, just get through that trilogy first. I very much enjoy that. I feel like people don't give that trilogy enough hype. Like, it's very, very underhyped compared to Once Upon a Broken Heart. But I can see why people love Once Upon a Broken Heart too. I just love the like carnival, the creepy carnival kind of aspect that we get in Caraval more than I liked the like fairy tale aspect in Once Upon a Broken Heart. So I think that's probably why I prefer that trilogy. That is it for all of the reading updates. I don't really have anything else to share with you guys as far as reading is concerned. I really haven't done a whole lot of it this past week because of Bookmas. But I am planning on filming like a day vlog tomorrow. I'm gonna take you guys through what we're doing tomorrow because we have a good bit of plans happening. So aside from that, I will see you guys for tomorrow's Bookmas, I think, depending on when this goes out. No, I know what video is going last and it won't be this. So I'll see you guys. Also, okay, listen, I kind of want to continue this through December 31st. Am I crazy for that? Is that crazy to want to do that? I don't know. I feel like that'd be kind of cool to do it through December 31st. Maybe. I'm thinking about it. If you guys want this to continue through December 31st, let me know some video ideas that I haven't done yet, and we'll kind of get some things planned. Like, let me know what you guys want to see for Bookmas, because the rest of it I didn't have planned out, so this would be kind of like last minute that I'm planning. But if you guys have any videos that you guys want to see before the new year, go ahead and let me know, and I will get those filmed and edited and posted. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are having such a lovely day. I hope you guys are getting into the Christmas spirit. If you guys want to see my face on any other place on the internet, of course, as always, check all the links in the description. Which also, if you guys did not know, I have a merch line. I collabed with a amazing woman-owned business, and I have some bookish merch that came out. I will also put the link of that whole like collaboration in the description as well for you guys, in case you guys wanted to shop it. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you guys. Bye-bye.